Pentagon and Lockheed Attain deal to construct 375 F-35 fighter jets. Washington. The U.S. Department of Defense agreed with Lockheed Martin Corp. NYSE, LMT, to build about 375 F-35 fighter jets over 3 years, the two parties stated on Monday, amid expectations the price of the maximum common version of the plane might increase due to inflation and slower manufacturing. We're pleased to announce that the department and Lockheed Martin reached a handshake settlement for the following F-35 lot purchase on a basis of 375 aircraft, mentioned William LaPlante, the Pentagon's chief weapons client. Earlier on Monday, suggested the deal, well worth about $30 billion, became nearing an agreement. The handshake agreement came because the aviation enterprise gathered for the go-back of the Farnborough Airshow, aiming for a display of self-belief after the devastation of COVID-19, despite the fact that the only records probable to be broken at the occasion in southeastern England are for sweltering temperatures. The handshake deal is a starting point for finalizing contract pricing and award, so that you can probably now not be locked in for several weeks if not months. So the last cost of the deal and the charge for every jet variation remains uncertain. The most common model is the F-35A, which flies conventionally from runways. The first aircraft of that version cost $221 million while it got here off the manufacturing line in 2007. Since then, production quantities and know-how have multiplied, helping the fee of the stealthy fifth-generation fighter fall to $79 million every because it has won buyers. The Pentagon stated the very last aircraft amount on this agreement may alternate based totally on any changes made by way of the U.S. Congress in the fiscal year 2023 finances and any orders requested by means of international partners. Lockheed stated in a statement that, inside the midst of continued COVID-19 effects and decreased F-35 quantities, the F-35 employer became capable of achieve a cost according to jet lower than record-breaking inflation traits. Last week U.S. statistics confirmed inflation had improved to an annual price of 9.1% in June. Amid the pandemic, Lockheed started out to foreshadow that the fee of the jet could upward push as economies of scale dwindled and supply chains stumbled. A Pentagon preceding 3-year block purchase, signed in 2019, became for 478 F-35 fighter jets, permitting Lockheed to buy larger quantities of additives to reduce fees by means of approximately 8%, to $34 billion, versus negotiating annual contracts. The F-35 has had several current successes in jet fighter competitions, along with Finland, Switzerland and Germany. Potential customers include Greece and the Czech Republic. U.S. Air Force Lieutenant General Mike Schmidt, Program Executive Officer on the F-35 Joint Program Office, mentioned, "The F-35 is one of the maximum lethal, interoperable, and scalable abilities within the DoD inventory.